Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. On this channel we do magic reviews, magic tutorials, deck reviews, and talk my experience in magic so far. In today's video I will be doing an unboxing video as well as a review. I will be unboxing and reviewing two decks of cards. Those decks of cards are the NOC 3000's X2 by Pandrea. Now, without further ado, let's get to the table and let's get to unboxing. Alright everybody, as I said, this is a take two. Alright everybody, as I said, this is a unboxing video and that I have actually waited to open this box till this video. So it will be a complete first look at this deck for me. So let's get into it. I'm going to just take this, I'm going to cut this open here. And there it is. So when you first open the box, you see that there is bubble wrap around these two decks of cards. There's nothing else in the box. I have gotten two decks of cards, and if you just get like one, it will be half of this size. So I'm going to put this away and continue with this video. So I got the limited edition as well as the non-limited edition. And actually for the NOC 3000 X1s, I did not open the limited edition deck of cards, and I still haven't. I probably will at some point if I review it. Also, I'd like to quickly mention, you guys might hear a guitar in the background. That is just someone in my family. So, like I said, it comes with these two boxes. The limited edition is pink and the non-limited edition is purple. Now I'm going to unwrap this. My hands do not get too sticky. I'll just put that aside there. And here's the limited edition, and here is the non-limited edition. The boxes look the same except for one is a purple box with the purple, dark purple and light purple stripes with the NOC going through it. And this is in like a hot pink. The limited edition is a light pink and a little bit darker of a pink, and these are in a dark purple. I believe this is actually written in the same as this box, the dark purple on this box, and the other side is the same, of course, with a different coloration, and this says 277th out of 3,000, and there were 3,000 of the limited edition deck. First, I will open the non-limited and then I will open the limited. I don't know if you guys can see, there are a little bit of stuff, I believe, from the box on my card mat. I hope it doesn't bother you. So I'm going to open this, and here we go. So I have short nails right now, so it's not the easiest, but it is still pretty easy because it has this peel tab. You just peel here, and then you can slide this off here. There's no seal on this one. There is a seal on the limited though. I'm going to open this now, and this is going to be my first impression. As you can see, the tab is in pink, and there is like something that would represent like a chip, a futuristic chip, because this whole deck is kind of futuristic. The inside of the box is not colored, but that is definitely not a problem at all. Like I said, you might still hear a guitar in the background, but do not let that bother you. When you first open it, you see the jokers. They are 2 stars in pink. He has done that for other of his NOC decks where they are stars. Sometimes they are pineapples. It really changes. The ace of spades is it's a thicker ace of spades with a line going down the middle. It says standard premium quality, house of playing cards. The ace, or the cards are normal, pretty standard, and there is a new coloration of the court cards with the black, with the spade, and I believe probably on the clubs as well, in white and kind of a negative color, as well as the black going around the whole thing with the purple and pink of the clothing. And there's also less definition and less detail on these different shapes, but it fits it well as the queen and king. The diamonds have been recolored. This is like a darker burgundy-ish color, and again they are pretty standard with, again, this new coloration, with the red still being this red color. The clubs, again, like I said, have the negative club color as well as the black going around with the new coloration. There is also same with the other court cards. The clubs look fairly normal, as well as the hearts have this new coloration on the court cards and this new coloration on the number cards. This deck also comes with a double backer and a blank faced card, as with many of his decks of cards. I believe he has a video on them. If not, there are definitely other videos you can check out, and if not, I may make a video on it. So the back design. This is the non-limited edition, so it is purple, and it has a pink line going across it with the borders being broken up by the pink here. There are purple lines going on either side of it, and these are actually the second time that he has printed these. You can check out his video detailing what happened the first time, but it was not a lot of definition between the lines, and it did not look good. So this is the deck. He has done this with some of his newer NOC decks. Most of the decks I own do have indeed a story. Other decks were just colors. This has the story of the futuristic, and I would like to think that there's probably going to be a third and maybe even a fourth deck in this series. But they have made it a little more interesting with the breaking of the border. And that makes for an interesting fan. When you fan it, you will see a band here that goes through the whole thing, and it even works with this thing, so that if it is not perfect, you still see that rounded shape made by the border. Yeah, so that is how the back design, oopsies, wrong side. That is how the back design fans and looks. It is, like most NOC decks, pretty simplistic, but also has a nice, elegant feel. As far as handling, it's printed by the United States Playing Card Company, so it dribbles nicely, can obviously spring nicely, and all of that jazz. It feels like a pretty standard deck. He has also made decks of cards that are very thin. I'll actually be able to tell if they are crushed by putting it back in the box later and shaking it. If there is room, you can tell that these are a little more crushed, but they feel pretty normal, maybe a little bit more crushed of a stock. That is it for this limited, that is it for the non-limited deck. Now onto the limited deck of cards. But I will also show you, as I said, when I put it away, you can see there is indeed a space, and you can hear it rattling around, which means that it is a little bit of a crushed stock. It is a crushed stock, as he has done with many different decks of cards. Now on to the limited deck. As I said, for most of the limited decks, I have not opened them yet, just because I've kind of wanted to keep the value, but for the sake of you guys, I'm going to open it and review it. So we already went over the box. As I said, it's the same box as this box, just in a new coloration. Now into the cards. As I said, again, there is this tab. This tab does not always work, but it has worked with both of these decks so far. You just pull that tab and you take this off. I believe I've mentioned this before. I like to keep this sleeve on, so we'll keep that on for this deck. It does, unlike the non-limited deck, have a seal. And I'm going to try and open this as carefully as possible because it says the number deck it is. And that is pretty good. Let me put this away and let's get into the actual playing cards. So when you open it, again, it has this chip, I believe, with like electronics going around it in this circle that is on the other box. I did not mention this about the other box, but it does not say anything on the sides, and it just says manufactured by the United States Playing Card Company. And then it says houseofplayingcards.com at the bottom. The tabs are purple. When you open the box, again, you see these 2-star jokers, and you see this ace of spades. The cards are as well pretty standard, again, with this new coloration that I believe is the same coloration as the previous one, but it might be slightly different. So yeah, the diamonds are the same coloration, as well as, I believe, the core cards. So the face cards are pretty standard, and they are, I believe, the same as the other deck, and it comes as well with a double backer and a blank-faced card. So now on to the back design. You can see the back design is the same as the other one, with a nice interruption of the border with the purple, as well as the continuation of the line with a darker pink with the light pink here. There's also a purple line going across the border, around the border, and I've seen this on one of the other decks. I believe this is just because they're straight out of the box, and it would start to look better afterwards, but you can see a little bit of weird coloration. I believe that is just the rough edges from the cutting of the decks. So yeah, the back design is, again, very simplistic. It has that same interruption of the border, so when you do the fan, it turns out the same way as the other one, which is a very, very nice thing. I did not do this with the other deck, but I will show you, as I said, some things. Obviously, you can indeed do color changes. Of course, you can do more color changes, as well as another trick I'll show you. You take the 9 of spades, you place it in the middle, and it jumps to the top, and you know there are no duplicates because I just went through the deck of cards. But yeah, so it handles very nicely as with the other one. It can spring out of the box, it can dribble out of the box, not as easily as it will over time, just because it still has that stiffness that comes with a deck of cards when you first get it. And yeah, that's basically it for the deck of cards. Now let me put this away, and yeah, and let's put it away. Alright everybody, that was the review. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to check out my other videos that I've made. I've made other deck reviews. I've also made a video talking about my journey in Magic so far, as well as one talking about what it was like watching Shin Lim live. And in that video, I also do a review of the Regalia deck by Shin Lim. So like I said, if you enjoyed, make sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe. There will be a video popping up at the end of this, as well as a subscribe button. Make sure to check this video out if you haven't already, and press the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video next week.